Today I'm going to show you how to make my double batch of chocolate pound cake. This is the recipe I use all the time. I'm also going to include the single batch for those who don't need a large batch recipe. But in this bowl, I already have 5 cups of sifted granulated sugar and 3 cups of salted butter. And in this recipe, I'm using salted butter, but I'm also going to add a little more to balance it out. But I'm going to start mixing this. Start on low to blend. It would help if I actually plugged in the KitchenAid mixer. Okay, I'm starting on low. And then I'm going to blend this on speed 4 on the KitchenAid for 3 minutes. Okay, I need to move this from around the top to make sure that it's actually blending down into this mixture. Okay, that's been 3 minutes, and as you can see, it's really light. So now I've got 10 large eggs that I'm going to start adding to this mixture one at a time. Okay, I need to use my spatula to scrape down the sides. And then let it blend again. Now I'm going to add some pure vanilla. I'm going to add 4 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract. This one has some vanilla bean extract mixed in. Gives it some nice flavor. But use the best quality vanilla extract you can find. Okay, now I'm going to set this aside. And in this bowl, I've got 6 2/3 cup of cake flour. I'm going to use a whisk to aerate it. And I'm putting a strainer on top because now I'm going to add a cup of cocoa. 2 tablespoons of baking soda, a half teaspoon of salt, And I'm going to whisk that in. And I do this so I don't have any lumps. You can use a sifter if you have it, but this works fine for me. Just make sure everything is blended in here. Okay, now I'm going to take this whisk and whisk this together. To distribute everything into the cake flour. Okay. Set that aside. Bring the butter mixture back. And now we're going to start adding a little of the cake flour and the chocolate mixture in, and we're going to start mixing that in at a low speed. So I'm taking a third of the flour mixture and mixing it in with the butter mixture. Now I've got 2 cups of buttermilk. I'm going to add 1 cup in. And blend that in. I'm going to add another third of the flour mixture. And then I'm going to add the rest of the buttermilk. These are the Nordic mini bundt pans that I'm going to use. I'm going to spray them with the pan baking spray for easy release. They pop right out. I'm going to use my trusty ice cream scoop to portion out the batter into each one of these cavities. I have 24 of these cavities to fill. This will make more than that because it's a double recipe. I've got other little bundt pans that I'm going to use as well so that I can get these ready for a party. But as you can see, the ice cream scoop is perfect for putting this cake batter into these pans evenly so that they bake evenly and they turn out perfectly because everybody likes having their own little cake. I did not realize how popular these would be when I started making them. And now it's all I do with these pound cakes. I always do the little mini. I don't do the big pound cakes, even though I have several big pound cake pans. I don't even use them. So these are going in a preheated 350-degree oven. And I'm going to start them on the bottom rack. And then I'm going to show you how long it takes before they move to the top rack to finish cooking. And then I'll show you what they look like before I take them out of the oven and then when I pop them out of the pan. So I've got 2 on the bottom rack and 2 on the top. So if you do half of this recipe, you end up with 24. So with the doubled recipe, I'm going to end up with 48. All right, I'm putting them in the oven. Like I said, 2 on the bottom, 2 on the top, and halfway through baking, I'm going to switch the bottom to the top and the top to the bottom. It's been 17 minutes. Let's check the little pound cakes. Okay, as you can see, ooh, it's hot. The ones on the top are ready to move to the bottom, and the ones on the bottom are ready to move to the top. I overfilled the ones on the bottom, but the ones on the top are actually perfect. So let me switch racks. So that was 17 minutes. I'll let you know when they're done. It has been 23 minutes total. So let's take these out. That is perfect. Even though I overfilled the pans, I can still cut that excess off the sides. These are perfect. And these are absolutely perfect. Okay, let me show you how. Take these on a wax paper lined cooling rack, and I flip them right out of the pan. Well, one came out. One didn't come out. Okay, I'll get that one out. Oh, now that one's stuck. Okay, there it is. See, they all came out perfect. All right, let me get the rest of them out and I'll show you everything. Here are all 24. I'm not going to worry about those edges because this is going to family. But as you can see, those pop right out of the pan with no problem. Here are the finished chocolate pound cakes. There's 16 on the first tray, 15 on the second tray, and 15 on the third. These are completely wrapped up. As you can see, I used the mini pound cake pans and the decorative pound cake pans, little mini pans, which are perfect for these little cakes. Then I also had the little mini angel food cake pans, so everybody gets their own little cake. I love these little pans. I think that they are the best pans to use, and they go in the freezer perfectly, come back out, thaw out, and you hand it to them just like they're freshly baked. These are luscious. I like them without any frosting. A lot of my family are diabetic, so this is a good recipe for us because we can have a portion of it and save some for later. Thank you for watching this video. If you like my videos, subscribe to my channel. Take care.